think we got an injury report. The announcers also announced here that Ash by Elegance has been put on the injury list, but she's only there because she's quote-unquote allocating work to M, because she's given her World Tag title to M by Elegance, basically, and she's only focusing on her World Knockouts World title match. And this is the first that I've heard that they've talked about this, really, because I didn't know why M became, you know, the one to defend that title for her. You know, I watch all the segments, basically. I watch all the promos, and I didn't hear anything about it. Maybe it was during commentary or something that I missed. But this is the first clear indication I heard that she is literally just doing this just to save energy for that match, which I think is kind of cool, but I didn't think they had to put her in the injury report for it. They had enough people on the injury report. But all right, we got a promo I think Jayne is going to talk to. Man, a lot of talking on this show. Jesus Christ. I guess we got to listen to Jayne. She's going to cut a promo before her title defense at Heatwave. She's defending that Knockouts title. I personally don't think they really needed to have a promo here. I think she's just obligatorily here because she's the world champion of the women's division, the Knockouts division. But they've done enough for this match already, I think. But I'll listen to it anyways just to see if she says anything funny. Sometimes she does have some good burns. Let's listen to Jayne.
Damn, it's hard to be this good. The double champ, the history maker, the moment maker. And by no means am I looking for sympathy from anyone in the back, because truth be told, there's not a single woman in the back that has reached my level of success. Most of the women in the back could never even hold this championship, let alone 2 championships at the same time, representing 2 completely different brands. And the man who knows that better than anyone is your very own Santino Marella. He knows damn well that not a single woman back there could defeat me one-on-one. So he went and chose 2 of his very best to try to take me down, the hottest woman in all of pro wrestling today. You see, this company is so desperate to get their championship back, but clearly they have not been paying attention, because when the odds are stacked against me, I thrive. And the proof, well, baby, the proof is right here. And the worst part is never once did I receive any sort of thank you for bringing this championship onto WWE programming. Getting more views, more likes than anyone ever has with this title. Instead, you give me Masha Brainless Slamovich for the 10th time, and the hairspray-driven lack of intelligence that is Ash by Elegance. And the cherry on top is that the women in this locker room, they don't support their champion. They don't cheer for me. They support mediocrity. So come this Sunday, oh, you're gonna be saying what when I'm still the double champ? Stop second guessing me, because I always get the last laugh, you idiots. Like I was saying, come this Sunday at WWE Heatwave, all the women in the back are gonna be sitting on the edge of their chairs, hoping and praying that their title gets brought back home by one of their very own. But the reality is that Masha and Ash are gonna return to TNA empty-handed and disappointed.
Hey! First of all,
All right, well, the personal concierge is going to interrupt here on behalf of Ash by Elegance, but the crowd were really getting on her case there. That she struggled with that one. That was not one of Jacy Jayne's best. In fact, I'm giving it a thumbs down. As much as it pains me to take points off my Impact review, I want to give a good score, but you got to tell it like it is, man. This is the first time I've seen her in a while without Fatal Influence, just out there by herself. Dangling, really. That was rough. And her bringing up how she gets more views on her no knockouts champion has gotten more views and likes. I mean, yeah, I'm sure Awesome Kong and Gail Kim were really looking at the likes on for their freaking match at TNA. Like, come on, dude. So that was a slog. That was an unfortunate waste of my life. But regardless, here comes the personal concierge. So he's going to interject here on behalf of Ash by
I want you to
Elegance.
shut your filthy, dirty mouth!
I got
There you go.
How dare you? You are an attention whore!
Now we're talking.
Everybody should be talking about me! Everything I have done! I am your #1 contender? I am a 15-time WWE champion?
Damn.
I am a current 3-time champion? I am a former junior Olympian? And I am an IFBB professional fitness competitor. And what the hell have you done? Hold 2 titles? Oh, you mean the same 2 titles that you don't hold and you never will hold because you're not good enough to hold? In your dreams, sweetie. But this match should really be about me versus you at WWE Heatwave, not Masha Slam a Bitch, because that's exactly who she is. Slam a Bitch.
Well, to be completely honest, both Ash by Elegance and Masha Slamovich took their turns, scoring each other out of their respective Knockouts World title matches. So this was a good decision by Santina Marella and Ava to make this match a triple threat.
As if this situation couldn't get more explosive right now, Slamovich coming out here with something to say herself.
And Slamovich was the one who was beaten by Jayne at Slammiversary, especially motivated heading into WWE Heatwave.
I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. Since me and all of these people here are tired of hearing Timu Britney Spears and emo Katy Perry run their mouths. At WWE Heatwave, I'm gonna
Emo Katy Perry. I don't know why that just hit me, but okay.
beat both of your asses. And I'm gonna take home the TNA Knockouts World title where it belongs. Around my waist and back here at TNA.
Ash by Elegance, Masha Slamovich, and Jacy Jayne. The TNA Knockouts World Championship hangs in the balance this Sunday, live in Lowell, Massachusetts at WWE Heatwave.
All right, well, Jacy Jayne just walks off. Clunky ending to that segment. Overall, I'll give that segment a thumbs up, mostly for Ash by Elegance, because As soon as she came in, I just started laughing and giggling. Just for Ash by Elegance promo, I'm going to give 3 points. She was the star of this segment. And I'm going to spoil it, she ends up getting booked to become Knockouts World Champion at Heat Wave, and it's such a fucking good decision in my opinion. Masha Slamovich promo, no points. Gosh. But all right, moving on. Let's see what we got. The personal concierge. He's going to introduce Ash by Elegance for the Knockouts World Title match.
The following contest is a triple threat match, and it's for the TNA Knockout World Champion! Hey! You shut your mouth!
Nice to hear the personal concierge here getting the promo time on NXT. Usually he doesn't, but here they're doing it like they're doing it on TNA.
The intros are on here because I'm the personal concierge. So for the millions watching at home and the thousands of you degenerate losers, stand up and welcome your soon-to-be TNA Knockouts World Champion, Miss Ash by Elegance. That certainly was one
All right.
way to do
Let's
it.
cut that off there. Cut that off. So that's the end of the only spoken word portion of this match. I'll give that a half a point. Although he did insult the crowd. Thankfully, first person that I've seen on the show today insult the crowd. But all right, here comes Ash by Elegance. She's got Em and Heather with her. TNA in the house. Masha Slamovich, TNA also in the house, and they're taking on Jacy Jayne, who has Fatal Influence with her. Here's Carlos Silva, the president of TNA. He wants to see if they can pull something back here tonight. I honestly was not expecting it. I was kind of surprised to see a title change. But let's go through the highlights here. Start of the match, TNA girls very not united for TNA, which is an issue for them because they want to get that title back, but they don't want each other to have that title. So, all right, some highlights from the match. Cannonball Senton here. I'm not giving that any points. Didn't seem to get all of it from Jacy Jayne. And then here's another spot. As she's celebrating that, she's going to take a dive from Masha Slamovich, twisting dive. No points from that also for me. They looked like they were waiting for it out there. I don't like when they're waiting for it. You know, if they could time it better, I'll give out points. But, all right, here's some interference. It's the personal concierge here. Nothing really substantial, just really being a nuisance here. Later on, I like this spot. This was a nice spot. Masha driving Jacy into Ash by Elegance. Like, damn, sucks for Ash by Elegance. She really deserves a world title here based on her work. This was a struggle for the 3 wrestlers in the ring. They all were training here, but that was a false finish. Interference here from Fatal Influence as they get the foot on the rope for Jacy Jayne. And this is going to lead to a confrontation on the outside between Fatal Influence and the Elegance brand, which is going to lead to a significant happening as the ref is looking at the Elegance, and Jasmine Nix is going to get blamed for this later on. Finisher here from Jacy Jayne, the same way she beat Masha Slamovich before, but this is not going to be the end of the match. This is a no DQ, and the Elegance brand just yanked Jacy Jayne out of there. She's got no help. Here's the finish. It's a swanton from Ash by Elegance, and she pins Masha Slamovich and is the new TNA Knockouts World Champion. Fuck yes. Thank freaking goodness, man. That was enough of the Jacy Jayne experiment, dude. She did not deserve to be champion. The double champion, the TNA Knockouts World Champion, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. She's good in the ring, but gosh, her promos are they're aching. Unless she said she has something written that's really funny, they are tough to listen to. But all right, the Elegance brand, they are queens of TNA. They got the Knockouts tag titles, the World Knockouts World tag titles, and the Knockouts World title itself. So I say I love the booking. I think that Ash by Elegance so deserves this. And the match itself, I also thought was really good. I really liked the match. I'll give the match 2 thumbs up. I'm gonna skip backstage to Fatal Influence. Jayne is hurting, in pain, probably pissed at Jasmine Nix. She has lost her Knockouts World title, but she's still got the NXT title, so let's see what's going on here.
Excuse me, Jacy. You lost the TNA Knockouts title without even getting pinned. What happened?
I'm fully aware, Sarah, I was in the match. And the last thing I need right now is you pretending to be an interviewer. And by the way, Jasmine, you went and punched Ash in the face and you got both of them kicked out? What is wrong with you? Do you know what to do?
You can't put this one on me.
Is this a joke?
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Oye, Jacy.
Hay un problema? Is there a problem?
Wow. This night just keeps getting better and better, doesn't it?
It's Lola
and no,
Vice.
There's no problem here.
Bueno, if you ask me, losing the TNA Knockouts title is a problem. And losing that NXT Women's Championship at No Mercy, now that's a problem.
Why don't we send you back to AAA to play with your stupid little iguana?
What's going on here? I got this.
Why do you two always show up every time? This has nothing to do with you.
Looks like Jacy's little shadows didn't help her keep the TNA Knockouts title after all.
Watch your mouth.
I know what that's called. It's, irony. You should take some TikToks before you lost. Hey, Sol, how does it feel to be the only double champion in WWE? Honestly, it feels pretty good. And it looks pretty good too. Back to you, loser. I'm sick. Let's go.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, amigas. Good job today. You did well. Thank you.
Alright, so Lola Vice stepped up to Jayne, who is down in the dumps, but she is still the NXT champion. She stood there and, you know, she was as proud as she could be considering the circumstances. I'll give that segment a half thumbs up. So Ruka and Zarya also coming in to talk shit, but I don't think they can really talk shit until someone takes that title off.